Good day, good day. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me today. Is this camera clean? I don't even know. It looks a little bit hazy, but it could be just because I've got, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Anyway, you don't want to really see me. You want to listen. You want to see the cards. You want to see what's going on today. So, midweek. We are continuing with our courage and bravery and our strength and what have you. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit today with communication, because how we talk, how we say words, how we communicate, really important, because the universe is always listening. Spirit is always listening to us. Are we always listening? Sometimes the communication does get a little bit lost and etc. But I was listening to someone that has sort of called to me a little bit on TikTok, that he was saying about thinking about the difference between affirmations and declaration. Now, I thought this was quite an interesting concept, because I was listening to a podcast a few weeks ago about rituals and routine. And I thought, well, now this chap was talking about affirmations and declarations. So what you need to do is to change the words you use. So yesterday, I think I might have mentioned to you, yes, Lulu, you're agreeing. Good, I'm glad. My dog's here to agree with us. When the same man said, instead of saying the word grateful, using the word grateful, because it does have a lower connotation, use something that's going to raise that vibration, and use the word, I honor this. So I'm grateful for this. I honor this. It has a very different feel. And instead of saying I'm really blessed, I'm always blessed, I am blessed, say I am empowered. And that's, again, changes that feeling. And when you want to show your appreciation and say I appreciate something, use the word cherish. I cherish this moment. I cherish. And that's, again, gives it a different feel. So how we talk, how we communicate is really important. And today is all about that, with the where the moon is in Mercury, with the Mercury. Yes. Anyway, it's about communication this week. Midweek is all about communication. So it was interesting that I picked up on this, and he was saying about this difference of affirmations and declarations, and he made a very good point, and I thought this was very interesting. He said the United States has a declaration of independence. They haven't got an affirmation. They have a declaration, and declarations are commands. They are really much stronger way in which we absolutely declare how we feel. So I now declare that transformation is mine. It's got this power behind it, this punch behind it, this real. So I wanted to share that with you today because I really liked it. And I thought, oh, I wonder how often, because I listen to affirmations all the time. So I'm going to really try and see if declarations might be a bit of a stronger win to keep that vibration up and to make sure that you're saying exactly what you want to say. Because he says, basically, I am strength. My word shapes my reality. Say this to yourself a few times. I am strength. My word shapes my reality. That then gets you thinking very clearly about what it is that you're doing and saying to shape your reality, to become what you want, to make sure you're manifesting what it is you want. Having those very clear intentions, because we're going to the new moon. So we've got to be very clear, haven't we? Otherwise the universe gives us what we want always. And we come and go, well, you weren't specific, were you really? Okay. So he said affirmations are like, then something is knocking on the door of your reality, and declarations are what blows the door off its hinges. I thought, okay, that's a very good way of thinking about it. And he said as well, you can speak as an author of your reality instead of being a character hoping to change a story. Now then, I like that one. So I wanted to share that with you, and we're going to go, today we're going to use my runes are on the table. I've got a new beautiful beautiful new deck called Spirit Song, and look at my beautiful dragonfly. And it came yesterday, and I did a beautiful Tree of Life reading for myself, and of course my dragonfly did come out. So I'm very drawn to the beautiful pictures on this and the animals that are within this beautiful deck, and it is a tarot. So also alongside, I was going to use my Witch's Garden, which I used yesterday, but then I was, no, put it away. You need to use your Seasons of the Witch, Litho Oracle. So I'm using that alongside. Okay, so we've got our Oracle and our Tarot and our runes. Okay, so let us begin. Because I'm not going to do a spell today because I've given you that little bit of detail, and I think that's lovely. You might like to write that down because that's exactly what I did. Wrote it down in my journal. I was like, oh, I'm really into this. I'm listening. I love learning new things, and it inspires me when something new comes along, and it gets you thinking, doesn't it? Much like my words of wisdom, much like the guidance from source that is coming to you now. It gets you thinking. And this is why some things resonate, some things don't, because you respond, you react, you think about it, you reflect on some things. You know, something someone said really gave me inspiration, you know? So that is what it's all about. All right, my friends. So let's see today. Oh, the other thing I wanted to share with you, of course, was the calendar message today, just to see if it blends in. Chase your dreams and don't be disturbed by problems. Love it. Chase your dreams and don't be disturbed by problems. The beauty of the soul is the most beautiful. The beauty of the soul is the most beautiful. So deep down, that beauty within, that light within you can shine, and that is your inner beauty. That's what we bring out. So chase your dreams and don't be disturbed by problems. Love it, love it, love it. All right, okay, as we've got our dragon's blood and white sage burning, we'll ask, oh, Berkana's popped out. Berkana's popped out. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see who's on our table. Oh, lucky us again. We have luck on our table. Beautiful. I love that. I love the fact that we've got luck. We had Berkana come out straight away, and that's all about luck and good tidings. I love a Berkana when it comes out and greets us. It's also very feminine. It's the feminine rune. So we are very much in a feminine sort of power today, I feel. Even though, actually, this morning in my reading, it came out with the sun and the feminine side of things. Feminine and masculine, and it was all about balance as well. We had the yin and yang card in our energy cards. So we definitely are feeling this sort of communication having to be very nurturing, very kind, very open, very honest. And perhaps that's something that you're sitting with at the minute. Perhaps you just want to have that reciprocated to you in some way from others. So you must remember what you're saying, how you're acting, how you're reacting, how you're speaking, it's about being kind and nurturing. That communication has to be, in that way, because it's very kind to be able to do that, isn't it? We've also got our Nautilus, I think it is. Naughties. Why do I say Nautilus? I don't know. Oh, Euros again. Every day. And, Isa as well. So these ones, and now you see me shuffling my bag. I don't know whether they just literally keep coming out for us. So we're going to sit with them for a while because they're on our table. And we do like to make sure of that we got the right, let me just get my rune book, just to give you a little quick overview, just to go through our, it's not Nautis, it's Hagalaz is the N, isn't it? A Hagalaz. And that's about interference or transformation. And how I use the tarot, and this is, the dragonfly is all about transformation. And we know we're transforming. We know we're in that period of change right about now. Berkana. There. It's about new beginnings. It's about growth, regeneration. So it's the female energy. It represents the idea of the birth as well. So of course, birth and renewal. That's so beautiful. It could be that you are, you know, an actual birth of a child or a wedding or a happy family occasion. And this weekend is my brother's 50th birthday, so it'll be a family occasion for us. It's about, you know, you nurturing your dreams and goals. Are you taking good care of yourself? And of course, Hagalaz is exactly this, is a similar thing about transformation as well, and about sweeping away the disaster, illness, unexpected problems, disruptions. We don't need it in our lives. We can go through it. We can transform. Chase your dreams and don't be disturbed by problems. That's a real good link to Hagalaz, to be very honest. So it is protection, luck, quick transformations, and success in navigating difficult situations. You might be coming across a bit of a difficult time right now. Don't let it get you down. No, we don't let things like that bother us. We ride through them. We trust in faith, and we trust in our guidance that has been there. It's there for a reason. It's there to help us. It's there to give us a lesson. It's there for our transformation. Always out of the darkness comes the light. On the other side of the difficulty is always the answer. Urus is all about power, health, strength, endurance. So endure right now. It's raw strength and power when we see Urus on the table, and Urus is coming straight after Hagalaz. So it is about the strength to persevere, defend yourself, summon your connection to divine energy, and trust that you will be guided. See, Debbie doesn't put you wrong. Isa, standstill, stagnation, obstacles, coldness, delay. Well, we know as a put my teeth back in, representation of ice water, of frozen water. Ice signifies a lack of movement, which can be frustrating. However, remember that the ice does melt. So allow the water to flow freely again. So this is the situation. If you are having a bit of a difficult time in our transformation, there may be a few little triggers coming up. There may be some heavy energy. There may be some little blockages that you're having to work through. Take them on. Lean into them. Communicate to yourself, to others. Make sure everything is open and honest, and just trust in that flow. Trust in that flow. So my beautiful spirit team, if we can have a little bit more guidance for our midweek in terms of what it is that we need to be doing, communication being the main criteria. What is it that you could guide us with, please, Spirit, if you don't mind, on our table today? So I hope you've had a good day so far. I've had a lovely day so far, I have to say, really lovely. And it's funny, I got a communication from a friend of mine, and she's like, oh, I miss you. I needed to speak to you. Actually, I must put that down. I needed to speak to you. And did you know about, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know. And, you know, she's reached out, and I know she needs a Debbie hug. So hopefully she'll come by soon, and we can have a good cuppa and a good natter and a good hug, and we can solve the world together. So that's the plan. Anyway, now we've got our cards on the table. We have got fruit wine number 10, completion, end of cycles. So this time is a very important time. New intentions are coming up for the new moon. This is a celebratory invitation to the possibilities gifted when you reach beyond yourself. Okay, don't be disturbed by your problems. Remember, chase your dreams on the other side. And I love the idea of the beauty of the soul is the most beautiful. So reaching really deep within yourself is such a good way in which we can overcome those little obstacles, hurdles. And I don't want to sound demeaning, little, but, you know, in the grand scheme of things, often we don't recognize that it is just a small part. Okay. So in the grand scheme of things, of course, it can be, right now a big, but actually, look at it from another perspective. Take yourself away. Look a little bit further back, Fruit wine, beautiful. And then we've got insects, 21. Vigilance is necessary. Heed the warning. So vigilance is necessary. You do want to be stung. So that's an interesting one. We're going to talk about that. And we did kind of get that a little bit with Uraz and with Hagalaz and with Isa. Berkana is all about transformation, change, new beginnings, let's go, let's do it. But there is there is something here that maybe you do need to be very aware of. Sunbathing, the dance of stillness is calling for you to live in its embrace. So lovely, beautiful. The idea that we have to maintain our balance, we have to take ourselves back to being rooted, to understanding what it is that we need to overcome. Like I kind of said, take yourself away from a situation often means a lot more. The next day it changes completely. You can make real changes. All right, let's have a little look at this in a bit more detail. So breaking the ice with fruit wine, breaking the ice. So Isa is about that ice melting, and we're breaking the ice. We're going forward. So it's time to get out there and be social. Your chances of success will increase tremendously with help from others. All right, if you are seeking love, consider asking friends and family to make introductions or set you on a blind date. If you are, starting a business, seeking a partner who shares an interest in your plans may be the missing piece. Perhaps it's too much to go it alone, so having someone to share in the hardships as well as the successes can reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed you felt on your own. And that's an interesting connection to communication, because maybe there is someone that you just have to reach out to, like my friend did to me. Reach out. Send a message. Doesn't matter how long it's been. You don't know what their response is going to be. They might ignore you, but they might equally, like me, come back and go, oh my goodness, how are you? I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Whatever. Come see me. I can help. We can help. We can talk. Whatever. Yeah. So perhaps it's too much. This card can also represent the presence of a kindred spirit, someone who understands you as though you were the same. There is a promise of a lifelong kinship and a mutually beneficial pairing of support. So maybe there's going to be this new friend that will reach out from a communication point of view, and you don't know how long it's going to be that you're going to be in each other's lives for whatever reason it may be. The sense here is that you have found your folks and are experiencing a sense of coming home. Shadow side of this card is feeling left out or left behind. Sometimes people grow apart or life gets in the way and it isn't as easy to spend time together anymore, which doesn't have to mean the end of a relationship, but maybe a sign to welcome new people into your life. Open your heart and allow different attachments to form. You never know when you've met the next addition to your soul family. So true. So true. 21, insects. So pests, obstacles, and vigilance. Pests such as insects, I'll hold the card for you to see, and rodents can quickly spiral out of control if they're left unattended, wreaking havoc on your hard work and destroying your harvest. Sometimes it happens right under your nose. The destruction only becomes visible when it's already too late. This is a warning that something is quickly getting out of hand and requires your immediate attention. A larger problem is unavoidable, but only if you take steps now to get things under control. Isn't that interesting? As I said to you, it might, in the greater scheme of things, this little situation can be quite small if you step yourself back, solve it, what have you. Because yes, in the larger scheme, it could suddenly become a bigger issue, a bigger problem if you don't take care of things. Remember I said to you, lean into things at the minute. Don't ignore them. Lean in. Go through them with the willingness for change, with the willingness to see something different. Small obstacles are par for the course, and while annoying, they're easy enough to manage with proper consideration and care. There we are. Typical, you'll know exactly what this card is referring to, but feel free to pull additional cards or use the insects spread. Okay, so our additional cards, sunbathing, came out after insects, and that's the dance of stillness, is calling for you to live in its embrace. So let's have a little look at 36. There are many ways to experience rest and self-care, and you are being guided to explore the ways you need to heal at this time. Look on the most obvious choices of rest and relaxation. Although these are worthy pursuits, because typically this card indicates a need to experience a spiritual restoration, such as spending more time in meditation and prayer, communicating with your guides or ancestors, or developing a spiritual self-care practice, might manifest in working with herbs, tarot cards, something related to a culture's mysticism or the natural cycles of the season. It's important to establish a regular practice of spiritual nourishment rather than anything that is one-off. Having a ritual grounds your energy, allowing you to build your soul strength, which will make it easier when you inevitably find yourself facing the harsh realities and responsibilities everyone faces throughout our lifetime. Beautiful. So maybe this is a little bit interesting that you take care, be vigilant. You've got to look after yourself. Don't be swept away into other things that are not going to be prioritized. You need to prioritize right now. Be much more observant of where you are, of your journey, of what you need to do. Let's think of things in that way, because that way you become the better version of yourself. You handle things better. You then will project out and the universe will respond. Now, we had one card that hadn't turned over, so we're going to turn it over. And this is our sunstone. In the uniqueness of who you are lives a world yet to be discovered. Isn't that beautiful? In the uniqueness of who you are lives a world yet to be discovered. Wow. All right, sunstone. Oh, and you will not believe this when I tell you. I had to fix my table today because, it's been a bit wobbly and the screw had fallen out. Anyway, I did. And I was on the floor. I was tidying up behind. I was sorting out. I found the screw. I was putting it in. And guess what I found? Guess what I found? My sunstone. And this sunstone I thought I had lost. This is the one that I picked up in Tuscany. So I've put it back on my windowsill ready for the new moon energy, because she was a bit dusty. I did hoover under my table. Can you believe it? And now the sunstone has come out. So there we go. This is very relevant reading. Pay attention. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, number 40. I thought it was the last one, but it's not quite. Number 40. Opportunities, unexpected luck, and fame. Sunstone is a stone of success that shows you talents that are unique to you, draws good luck and increases your opportunities. Additionally, it stimulates leadership qualities, unlocking your ability to dance to the beat of your own drum. The lesson here is that when you are true to yourself, success, fame, and wealth naturally follow. Your greatest asset is that no one else on this planet is like you. You can do the same things as someone else in the exact same way, and still the outcomes will be different because the people are different. Likewise, you can be the most talented person in the room, but someone who is willing to look silly, if it means standing out, is more likely to be noticed despite being less talented, educated, or capable. Successful people stand out from the crowd, and the best way of doing that is letting your weirdness out to play. So you are likely receiving this card because you're seeking recognition in some way, such as putting yourself up for a promotion, looking for ways to increase customers, or you're ready to start dating. Don't get lost in the stream of familiarity by doing what everyone else is doing. No, no, no. Pay close attention to those little details that set you apart and put them on display. Others will find these quirks to be endearing, intriguing, useful, or downright entertaining. It doesn't really matter as long as it leads you to the right opportunities. That is amazing. Wow. That is so lovely. Please let me know if you like that. I'm going to now go and pull our Tarot Spirit Song, my new cards. So bear with me, they are new. I do feel the connection with them. They are hoping to come out and give us some lovely guidance, please, on our wonderful communication for this midweek. What can we be guided with as well? Supported with? Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. We've got the High Priestess, intuition and sacred knowledge. Look at that beautiful card. Number 2. And the High Priestess, of course, is all about intuition. It's all about knowing, isn't it? And we kind of felt that, at the end of the day, chase your dreams and don't be disturbed by problems. And the beauty of the soul is the most beautiful. That is our sacred place, isn't it? And our High Priestess, when we sit in our High Priestess form, we have that power and intuition and knowing. And that's really, I gave you a little lesson today about declarations and affirmations. So, beautiful card to come out. And alongside it was number 3. Okay, so they are stuck a bit together maybe, but I'm going to go with this. Number 3, the Empress, beauty and abundance. Oh my goodness me, Spirit, you just absolutely blow me away. That is so amazing that they've given us these 2 beautiful cards. Coming out right after the uniqueness of who you are lives a world yet to be discovered. In the uniqueness of who you are lives a world yet to be. I mean, you couldn't be any more unique, my friend, than a High Priestess and an Empress at the same time. I mean, you've literally hit that top row of, archetypes. Really, you're doing well. And we're getting there. We are getting there. So honestly, keep on with this beautiful love. This sunbathing. Underneath is the Empress card. I mean, that's just so beautiful. Beautiful and beautiful. You can almost see she feels like a bit of an empress hugging onto that beautiful sunshine. I think it's sun. I don't think it would be the moon, but yeah, Anyway, no, sunbathing. Of course, it would be sunshine. The moon. I was kind of thinking divine feminine energy. That's why. Okay, right. Let's read these, shall we? Number 2. Our beautiful number 2. Our beautiful High Priestess. Number 2. The keeper of sacred knowledge links, balances invisibly between the conscious and unconscious worlds. She knows that all that is hidden will one day be revealed. The truth will eventually surface into consciousness. Her clairvoyance and divine wisdom encourage you to embark on your sacred inner journey. See? Told you. Soul journey. Look within and trust the calming rhythm of your intuition, for it will eventually open the doorway to knowledge, I've got chills, that will help you recognize your spiritual power. Keywords: intuition, meditation, sacred, knowledge, dreams, receptive, channeling, calm, and solitude. Solitude. Sunbathing, solitude. This is so amazing. Reach beyond yourself. Number 10. Reach beyond yourself. And that's exactly what I was saying. This deep soul knowing. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then we have the rabbit, the Empress. Beauty and abundance. Embodying the feminine divine, rabbit's world is grown from love and beauty. She is an emissary of simple pleasures and a guardian of safety and trust. Now begins a period of growth and abundance through the compassionate spirit of rabbit. Her energy will assist you in nurturing the birth of a new idea and create beauty in your life. With patience, the finest rewards will be reaped. Expect great outcomes. And that's on page 11, my friend, 1-1. Keywords: creativity, growth, beauty, abundance, comfort, sensuality, fertility, patience, and compassion. What did I say about our words? So that is incredibly, incredibly beautiful. Let's get an energy card. I'm being called to get my energy cards. Let's get a nice energy card because I'm feeling like the energy was just pouring into me. It was just beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Let's get a nice energy. One card just to finalize this beautiful reading. I mean, this is just incredible. Absolutely beautiful for our midweek. I love that. I love it. It's so inspiring, you know. Oh, right. Okay. I thought these... Oh, I can feel the energy coming down. Here we go. Here we go. Let's have you. Go on then. One card, please, spirits. One card. Know where they're going to get. Yep, there it is. Oh. Fell on the floor. Never mind. Indecision, but in reverse. So that is, look, we're ready. We're ready to move. We're ready to go forward. We know now that we can stand in that power. I want you to make a declaration, my friend. Make the declaration. You're going to stand in that power. You're blowing the hinges off that door, okay? You are going to be the powerful, divine, feminine, empress, high priestess, person that you can be. Your uniqueness is what is going to get you through whatever this little blip is, any problem. Let's just go through it. Get ready for those intentions for Saturday. That is incredible. Indecision. I'm going to read that to you. It's number 8 as well, which I love, which is the infinity symbol. And of course, we did come from an Lionsgate portal. So let's watch which choice to make. Well, it's about congratulations. This card reversed indicates a newfound freedom from indecision. You have either recently made or are just about to make an important decision. This is an important time, so bring a clarity of consciousness to your new direction. The fragmented and confused energy you've been sending out is gone, and you can now bring new structure to your plans and to your life. You may not have known what to do in the past, but your soul has been trying to guide you all along. Open up to the potential of this time. Create some clear and powerful intentions regarding your new choices. Then let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. I can't believe that. Affirmation. I release fear and move forward with courage and trust. And that's what we talked about yesterday. I have the power to direct my own destiny now and always. So, my dear friends, thank you very much for joining Words of Wisdom. I hope this has inspired you as much as it has me. Please like and share and subscribe and give me a message and tell me how you feel. I love to hear from you. And you take care, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining.